Well, the GOATs are coming, and no, I'm not talking about breeding farm animals. I'm talking about Ronaldo and Messi. They're going to be on the way here on Friday, so I kind of talked about how this weekend might not be that hyped up in terms of TOTS players. Well, it is a weekend that Messi and Ronaldo are both coming, so maybe it's going to be more hyped up than I'm giving it credit for. So we'll talk about that. Obviously, we've got an EA server disaster. I don't know what's been going on with these servers the last couple of days, especially on a Monday, which was today, and servers were down. I've never seen, I don't think, the servers down at a random Monday content time. But hey, maybe everyone's playing the game again, I guess. I'm not sure. And also what we'll do today is go look at some PlayStyle Plus changes that we might be seeing in FC26. I did this video last year. I think I did it as its own separate video, but I'm going to kind of just add it into today's stuff. And I'll explain more as we get into that segment. But of course, thank you all for joining and being here today. If you guys would like to buy coins, you can go to mmoxp.com. There will be a link in the description down below. They are the cheapest and the safest option. You can use my code JFC at checkout for an 8% discount. If you leave a comment on this video, I'll probably get to it. I can't say for sure or not, but I'm gonna make a longer second channel video reading all of your guys' comments. But okay, let's start off with, I guess, the TOTS upgrade that came out. And of course, now it says excluding evolutions. And we figured this would be the case from now on, but the glitch was patched and now EA say excluding evos. Was it really that big of a deal? You know, was that really what they needed to fix right now? I'm not sure. It doesn't feel like to me that it was something that was super important, but I guess it was. Now, as well, people did not like the fact that the La Liga Cup was a mystery ball. And of course, this is just for like a bit of fun, right? This is not meant to be super serious. There's no match limit or anything, so you can just kind of play through it. Can be frustrating, of course, but yeah, prepare yourself if you've not done the cup yet, that it is mystery ball. So, all right. And then also we did get the upgrade on these icon picks, which I'm sure you guys probably saw already. Where the hell is it? Oh yeah, right here. 1 of 4 now instead of 1 of 3, and it's more expensive. They've combined some of the squad building changes, right? 86 overall players, exactly 10, which is actually kind of more like an 87 overall squad, but same with these here. And some of them are just the regular rating overalls, which if EA was gonna price these the same regardless if they didn't change these requirements or not, then actually it's not that big of a deal that they have these in there, because you can still, there's still a use for your 93 rated, your 94 rateds that you pack, because they can go in the 88 rated squads, right? Or whatever. Now, of course, they did actually change it back to exact 86 exact 88 overalls and exact 87 overalls. It was 87s or above before. Now we're back to the exact overalls. They did kind of go back on that change a bit, but I'm not sure. If they combine both, it's still better than what it was. I understand they're trying to boost up fodder right now, so I get it. I understand the change. I think it's worse for us, but we've talked about that at length already. Now let's go talk about the server stuff. There's not much to say apart from I don't know why the servers have been down. It says a high volume of server traffic on a Monday in May or almost June. You guys buy that? I replied to this like random tweet. I'm like, how are the servers down on a Monday? There must be dozens of us logging in. But yeah, no extension of champs, nothing like that. And I know they haven't even been down for that long when they go down. It's been like an hour worst case scenario basically for everybody. And best case scenario, it's like 10 minutes. So it's not even that big of a deal. But if you were the person where it was worst case scenario, when you had a couple hours to play, it's like, well, that kind of sucks. But Weekend League is extended to Tuesday now, so it's hard to complain too much as if they need to extend it still. There's like 5 days to play it. But okay, yeah, let's get into like our few leaks we have right now. It's Messi, Ronaldo basically coming in team of the season. We do have this Messi picture here. We have no confirmed leaks almost at all right now, apart from Messi and Ronaldo being in these two teams. And we'll go look at some of the predictions and stuff, but I'm going to guess, seeing what they've done over, I guess, well, we'll go and look at this next thing in 1 second that kind of proves this to me. But seeing what they've done over about the past week or so, they're kind of going crazy with cards more. This might be bullshit, obviously, but it feels like they're buying into like, hey, let's just juice this shit up. We know we kind of need to right now. So hopefully with Messi and Ronaldo, we do kind of see that, even though they'll be crazy expensive. So is it even that cool? I guess hard to say. It will be available in champs rewards though, which is nice. Now let's go look at this next thing here. And that's right here. We got these fantasy upgrades for the teams that won, or the players, sorry, that won their domestic leagues in their team. And they gave some of these like some really meta upgrades, right? Firmine getting the +1. He's already looked pretty insane for a while. Kvaratskhelia gets 99 pace. Matuidi gets 99 passing now. Carragher, they gave Bruiser +2. Nunez, load driven plus. That card still doesn't look that great if you've seen it. Actually, I can just show it to you. It's right here. 87 dribbling still, so meh, not that great of a card. Billing gets press proven there. But combining with the Tottenham players, plus we do know now that the Conference League and Champions League will have the same winners teams being released. And the women's teams apparently are not getting one, because I thought we'd see the Arsenal team, but I guess we're not going to. You'd hope maybe they're catching on to the stuff that we're looking for here and just kind of going crazy with stuff. And Kvaratskhelia getting 99 pace, by the way. Some people didn't like that, but the thing with that is that you now can give him, say, a Deadeye, and he has max pace still, which is super helpful. Cards with 99 base pace, I actually think are way more valuable than people give credit for due to the chem styles you can put on them. So yeah, seeing some bigger upgrades here, maybe some other ways to, is a good sign, I guess. And here's a Saudi League team of the season prediction here. So we should get like a full Saudi League team as well, by the way. That's very zoomed in. Let's zoom out a bit. And seeing these players and concepts here, just in this league, it kind of could be a better team of the season than I gave it credit for. CR7, Benzema, Conte, Ivan Toney, Diaby, Banez, Mahrez, Milinkovic, Savic. Just predictions, of course, here, but they can also give like random moments SBCs to really good players that they can make an excuse to give a moments card for. Same with highlights too, right? They're actually, even though it's Saudi League, it could be a lot of really hyped up players in this team. Then you add in the MLS where they could be a similar thing there too. So it could actually be a pretty fun team of the season, hopefully. Now we also have a FUT agent tweet to look at. And he just tweets out TOTS Evos or TOTS MLS question mark. So we should for tomorrow's video have some TOTS Evos or MLS TOTS leaks as well. And also rest of world comes with those three if you guys did not see that. But yeah, it's kind of it for the news right now. End of an era waiting room. There's going to be a week to me, 100%, either an ultimate team of the season or maybe say the week after team of the season ends to try and get you to stay, because there's no way that KDB, Modric, Trent, and Muller all just by chance have not gotten end of an era cards yet. There's no way to me. KDB, at least you can chalk up to like he got a team of the year SBC and got a flashback, so maybe they wanted to wait a little bit later for that, but there's no way that all these players so far, apart from Jamie Vardy, that have retired or have left clubs, have not gotten end of an era cards. They must be holding these back for some reason. So there's going to be a week here where I guarantee you this card plus KDB in the same week and Trent like 3 days apart are going to be a thing. So we'll just have to wait and see, but there's no way we don't see these to me. There's no way. And I guess one last thing to talk about here is 88s on PC. I know PC's not very popular, but it's kind of gaining popularity as the years go on here. And 88s right now, go and get yours for 1,000 coins. Is that right? Am I seeing that right? Is that 1,000 fucking coins for an 88 rated card? Yes, that is correct. I believe these went up actually after the icon pick came out, but there was a time where yes, and I'm not sure if they are right now. I can go check, but 88s were 1,000 coins. I mean, yeah, what can you even say about that? Now, okay, let's get into this next segment here that we're going to talk about, and that is this. So we're on the career mode database right now, and then what we're going to do here is see the playstyle plus changes EA have made this year in head-to-head that we might see next year in Ultimate Team. And last year we talked about this, and there were a couple of them that didn't come to fruition. Like I remember they changed Martin Odegaard's playstyle plus last year to pinged pass in the middle of the year for some reason in head-to-head, and then this year the game comes out, he still has incisive pass. So there are some weird quirks and stuff like that, but some of them did come true. So we're going to look through here and see some of the changes that they've made. So for example, finesse shot plus right now, you look at all the cards in the game with finesse shot plus, ignore Berger because that's the like the goalkeeper playstyle plus. That's kind of a glitch here, but we got Salah, Kane, Sam Kerr, and Ava Payor. At the start of this year, we had Kane, Kerr, Salah, Lautaro Martinez, Griezmann, and Son. So there's no more finesse shot plus now on Lautaro Martinez, Griezmann, and Heung-min Son. And then they gave it to Ava Payor. At least that's what the career mode database says. Let's go check the actual game, and that would be correct. There is no Lautaro Martinez finesse shot here. Now, I think what's interesting to note is that with the finesse shot plus players in particular, they didn't like downgrade them to a finesse shot base. You can see here, I think you can see it fully. There is no finesse shot base there, which is interesting. So that to me could maybe suggest that there's a low driven shot coming in next year. I don't know if that's bullshit or not. It's not like Lautaro Martinez has had a bad season and they took away his finesse shot plus and took away his finesse shot base. So I doubt that that's going to be a thing for next year fully. But anyway, you get the point. These are actually the correct changes. And if you go to women's teams, go to Spain and go to Barcelona, Ava Payor does have finesse shot plus there. So this is corresponding to the actual game. It's not just some FIFA thing. So starting with finesse shot plus here, you got Griezmann, Son, and Martinez who have lost it, and Payor who has gained it. Next up is chip shot plus, and obviously chip shot plus is not the most hyped up playstyle plus, but there are some interesting changes here. Erling Haaland has chip shot plus. So keep in mind our leaks right now is that Trivela plus and Flair plus are going to be different next year, and potentially Bruiser plus and potentially Acrobat plus as well, which Haaland has always had, right? So there could be a change there, and he gains chip shot plus maybe. The keepers obviously are just the keeper second playstyle, so you can ignore those there. But other than that here, Clara Mateo gains chip shot plus. She's not over here. And you can also see Antoine Griezmann went from finesse shot plus to chip shot plus, so that could be something to look for next year as well. Next up is power shot plus here. Once again, keepers, you can kind of ignore them right now, but a couple players players losing it. You've got Henry, which I'm assuming is probably pronounced Henri. Henri loses it. And also Marcus Rashford no longer has Power Shot Plus anymore. But Boniface, Ronaldo, and Valverde keep their Power Shot Plus. Dead Ball Plus, no changes at all. We'll move on to the next one here. Power Header Plus, same thing, 6 for 6, no changes there. Next up is Incisive Pass Plus. So a couple of additions here. And well, first of all, Kevin De Bruyne, you'll see, is not here. They changed his Playstyle Plus to Long Ball, and you'll see that next. But KDB went from Incisive to Long Ball. And then next up as an addition is Cole Palmer here. He actually went from base Incisive to now Incisive Plus. He actually had no Playstyle Plus on his card this year. And also Pedri not having Incisive Pass Plus. You'll see him later though. Another addition down here is Hans Vanaken. So Vanaken has Incisive Pass Plus probably for next year as well. Next up here is Pinged Pass Plus. A couple of changes as well. We've got Georgia Stanway getting Pinged Pass Plus. She actually had no Playstyle Plus on her card as well. And then Yuri Tielemans getting Pinged Pass Plus, hopefully on his card next year. And the only difference is McAllister is not on this list. Now he went from Ping Pass Plus to Press Proven Plus, which you'll also see in a little bit here, but they just changed his Playstyle Plus up, which I think is probably worse than Ping Pass. Ping Pass is so good. Next up here is Long Ball Plus. Like we talked about, there's Kevin De Bruyne. And other than that, the only changes here is that Patrick Guijarro now does not have it, and she also has Press Proven Plus as well. So maybe they're trying to give more cards Press Proven next year or something like that. Not too sure, but a couple cards are moving. And other than that, everything stands pat though. Next up here is Tiki Taka Plus, and the cool thing about this is a couple really cool changes in here. Is that number one, Lionel Messi has Tiki Taka Plus, so that's pretty nice. And it does kind of make sense with his age that maybe Technical Plus he maybe wouldn't have anymore, and Tiki Taka would be more like the actual Messi in real life. I mean, he'll never lose. I mean, it's Messi, but you know what I'm trying to say. Pedri as well has gone from Incisive to now Tiki Taka, and the same thing with Frankie De Jong. De Jong, I forgot what he had actually. Was it Long Ball for him, or no, was it Travella maybe? He now has Tiki Taka as well. Apart from that, the only changes in here, I believe, is Ilkay Gundogan. Gundogan is Tiki Taka Plus, and then also the guy who's been in a lot of transfer rumors recently, that is Angelo Stiller. Looks like maybe wherever he'll go next year, he'll have Tiki Taka Plus on his card. But outside of that, I think that is it. No, Pedro Goncalves does not have his Tiki Taka Plus there, and Julian Brandt does not have his actually. So a couple changes there. But cool to see Messi, Pedri, and De Jong with Tiki Taka Plus. That'd be cool to see next year. Next up here is Whipped Pass Plus. We only have one change, and that is that Bukayo Saka went from no Playstyle Plus to Whipped Pass Plus. So not gonna be, you know, probably that great. We did have a good year last year with Whipped Pass Plus when there was a crossing meta, but this year it's been, you know, not so great. But Saka does get that for next year, it looks like, possibly, considering he has it now. Let's move on to our next one. Next up here is Jockey Plus. Unfortunately, our girl Rolfo has lost Jockey Plus. I'm not sure if she has another Playstyle Plus or not. We'll have to wait and see, but as of right now, she does not have Jockey Plus anymore. Also, Lawrence and Hendrick both don't have it. Koundé keeps it, Pavar keeps it, Girma gains it. I think she's like an insane defender right now, and she's pretty young, yeah, 24. But she gains it, Lucy Bronze gains it, and Leia Williamson gains it. So that's interesting, but Jockey Plus is kind of, you know, it's okay. Next up here is Block Plus. Araujo retains his. Tamori loses his, though, unfortunately. And other than that, Alvarez no longer has his Block Plus, looks like, and replaced by Butel, I think is how you say her name there. And I think that's all the changes on Block. Now on to Intercept Plus, and here's an interesting one. So Virgil van Dijk has Intercept Plus now, changing from, what did he have before? Was it Aerial Plus, I think he had? So obviously that would be a lot better for next year if it actually ends up being that way, where Van Dijk will have Intercept Plus on his base card. And apart from that, Mapi Leone no longer has hers. Not that many people use women's defenders anyway, but Buongiorno as well, he gains Intercept Plus, a new up-and-coming defender. A lot of transfer rumors for him there, and Hasegawa as well, looks like she gains that, the little Man City chick. And sorry you can't see, but that's Engen there, who I think did lose hers, it looks like, the Barcelona center back. Next up here is Anticipate Plus, and we did get one change, and that is that Jonathan Tah comes in with Anticipate, and Rodriguez no longer has his. So Tah might be an extremely meta defender at the beginning of next year's game, it looks like. Now on to one that many people probably don't really care about, but we did get actually some changes here. So Mapi Leone goes to Slide Tackle Plus now. A couple other new additions in here. You've got Hincapie has Slide Tackle Plus. You've got Dorsun, I think, from Eintracht Frankfurt. And then you've got Ben Sebaini from Dortmund there getting Slide Tackle Plus. Not that anybody probably cares that much about who gets this. Bruiser, though, is a great one, and as long as advanced defending exists, it probably will continue to be a great one. Now, unfortunately here, yes, that's correct, there is no more Teo Hernandez, apparently. We'll see if that comes true or not. We know EA love just doing the meta stuff, so we'll see if he retains it next year. He does not in head-to-head right now, but look who does. That's Ibrahima Konate. So Konate has gained Bruiser Plus, which is interesting, and apart from that, I believe we've remained the same. Oh no, Pacho Acho got Bruiser Plus there. What a great season for PSG, and I think everybody else says the same there. Yes, it does look like it. Technical Plus is next, and a lot of these guys have actually lost Technical Plus. There were 9 here at the start of this game, and now there are only 5. And I will say right now, I do know Messi, obviously, we talked about his change. Phil Foden no longer has Technical Plus. I don't know if he has another one. We'll have to wait and see. Bernardo Silva no longer has Technical Plus. And look who's gained Technical Plus. It's Lamine Yamal. So Yamal next year most likely has Technical, it looks like, on his card. And also Jadon Sancho, I believe, now has Flair Plus. I think that's the case there. But no other new additions apart from Lamine Yamal, which is going to be obviously, I wonder if he will be 86 overall next year, or if he ends up a little bit higher than that. We've got Rapid Plus up next, and look who's gained Rapid Plus, and that is Rafinha. So I wonder if that's what they'll give him next year. I would assume so. Payor, we now know, has Finesse Shot Plus. No Rafa Leao with Rapid, it looks like here, so maybe they ended up changing it if we see it still later in this video, but looks like no Leao Rapid. And the other change here, a couple of them actually. We got Lauren Hemp, who's got it now, and then Jamie Gittins has Rapid Plus now too, which might make him like the Bundesliga Doku for a starter team next year, I would say. But okay, on to the next one now. This is one that sucks balls, but it's interesting because they're going to change this next year apparently. So Flair Plus, we've got the same 3 cards here, but they added in Jadon Sancho and they added in Rodrigo as well. So Rodrigo looks like he might be a prime candidate to get that new playstyle plus next year if they change it to attempt to make Flair somewhat viable. But yeah, let's move on from this one. Next up here is First Touch Plus, and Ilkay Gundogan, we saw him have Tiki Taka Plus. So it looks like they've changed that. Alex Morgan is no longer in here, I think, because she's just removed from the game by now, so she won't be in next year's game anyway. But Paulo Dybala as well. I don't know if they changed his or not. Haven't seen him yet. But the only 2 who have kept it is Alexia Putellas and Sophia Wilson. And yes, unfortunately, I believe Alex Morgan is going to be, unless she's an icon next year, which we could only hope, no longer in the game anymore. Trickster Plus is next year. No changes at all, apart from just Neymar not being there, and obviously he's not in the game anymore, so that's not much of a surprise there, so we can just move on to the next one. We've got Press Proven Plus, and like I said before, there were a couple of changes here. Patrick Guijarro, McAllister now with Press Proven. And apart from that, the only change here, I believe, is Joao Neves has Press Proven, so maybe that's going to be the playstyle plus he gets next year, and they have him at an 84 overall. We'll see if he remains 84, or if PSG wins the Champions League, maybe they're tempted to make him even a higher overall there. So one of the last meta playstyle pluses here is Quick Step Plus, and it's really the exact same apart from Iran Kunda down here no longer has it. And this Conte guy does have it, and I thought he already did have it, but he's not showing up here. I swear he had it already, but okay. Relentless Plus is next here. A couple new additions. We've got Hakimi gaining Relentless Plus, and the only other one here is Maeda from Celtic, also has Relentless Plus now. Looks like, yeah, everybody else stays the exact same there. Trivela is next. Not much to say apart from De Jong. We know now as Tiki Taka, and Modric and Bruno Guimaraes did keep their Trivela pluses, so we won't even bother looking at Long Throw Plus. I'm not even gonna bother showing you that. And the very last one here is Aerial Plus, and this is one of the rarer ones you'll find in the game. And we talked about Van Dijk losing his to now getting Intercept Plus. And then also we got this new guy down here, Franzi Pierrot. I have no idea if that's how you say, is it even a he or her? I'm not even exactly sure. Okay, it's a him. He's 6'4", from Haiti, and plays for AEK Athens. So that's somebody who got Aerial Plus. And Chori's now a gold apparently, which is interesting. So no silver Evo Aerial Plus Chori anymore maybe. And then Shaw keeps her. So that's that for the playstyle plus changes. There are some more changes too to cards like base playstyles and stuff, and I can go through those in another daily video if you guys like this a lot and want me to. Otherwise, that is all the playstyle plus changes that we might see for FC 26. And okay, we'll read a couple of your comments now because we're going to read all of these anyway in a separate video. But Heartful13 says, also, people are not talking about this enough. Of course they would juice La Liga Tots. Who sponsors La Liga? It's literally EA. It's called the EA Sports La Liga. And yeah, is there some truth to that? Maybe there is. There's always been a thing over the years where it does feel like EA does lean more towards the clubs that they sponsor or represent or whatever they're partnered with, which just makes sense. Really, it's just how it works. Now, I do wonder what it's kind of funny because if Inter win the Champions League, they're Lombardia FC, right? So will they? I mean, I guess they already said that they're going to, or the leakers said they're going to get cards, I guess. So it's just interesting that they're going to release it for Lombardia FC, but they can't like tweet about it too much, I think, to a certain degree, because they're not licensed for the club. I don't know, just an interesting thought, I guess, when I thought about the Inter win. And one thing I forgot to talk about in my last video and why I didn't like that 15 game objective, it's honestly honestly less so people staying in the game instead of rage quitting. That's obviously annoying, but the way worst part of that objective is that we have some of the most inconsistent servers in gaming, right? We know this by now. And if you disconnect, oopsies, no extra 1 of 5 pick for you. It's like, okay, you're just doing this to yourself, EA. You have to rely on your servers being good. You have to rely on not a random disconnect or something like that. A couple times a year, you'll like be in the final menu and the game like doesn't progress. You have to dashboard. Like there's all sorts of random glitches and stuff like that that can happen. And if you just happen to get one of those, then oopsies, sorry. And that's just EA doing it to themselves. Like do a play 15 rivals games or something like that if you want to really make sure people play the game a lot. And it's just like, I don't know. There's other ways they could have done that objective, I feel like, and not had it be so tied to, oh my God, I hope I don't disconnect. If you're like a guy who's got bad internet, or it might not even be your fault if you just disconnect from the EA server. So I don't know. That it's just a bad objective in my opinion. So hopefully we don't see it again. But okay, now I'm going to go, and the Timberwolves game starts in 10 minutes. I'm going to go now manifest a game 4 victory. And if we lose, then utter depression kicks in, I suppose, because what else would? But okay, thank you all for joining and being here today. I appreciate you all so much. I love you all so much. Peace.